In His Shadow by meniekeime. Chapter 9. Coming to Durmstrang. Harry's point of view. Come, Harry, we need to be there soon. I heard Victor say from downstairs while I was trying to bring my trunk down the stairs. Dad was crying while I said my goodbyes, but I knew we would see each other soon. We had to leave quickly so we would be at the Thames in time. The big ship was already there, and we just made it on time. Victor was escorting me through the ship and down to our rooms. Seems like there aren't many others here already, I said, and Victor nodded. Most students are in Bulgarian, obviously. They are entering in Bulgaria, so we will be alone for the next 12 hours. Victor explained, falling down on the bed. After some awkward silence, I gathered my courage and asked something that had been on my mind for a while. Victor, why did you become a beta brother? Don't you have a big Quidditch career? The other man turned his head to me and sat up. He sighed, and I thought he would tell me to drop it. Being a national Quidditch player isn't all that great, especially when you're sucked into it really young. You meet so many fake people, and your job is only safe until the next season. You need to start to play the role of a hero for all the fans, and it isn't like Quidditch wasn't dangerous. It was actually the Triwizard Tournament that opened my eyes. The way Hogwarts treats those students, especially Omegas and Alphas, it made me realize that the importance of a beta brother or sister. Everyone needs someone to guide them. I just felt like I was doing good, whether it was protecting an Omega or keeping back an Alpha, he explained. That made sense. The wars were so different if Hogwarts had a beta brothers and sisters. Attention! We are sinking! I heard a loud voice and I became scared. Sinking? Was the ship linking? Are we gonna die? Harry, calm down. It means we're just going underwater. And we aren't allowed to go onto deck anymore. We are completely safe. Victor grabbed my hand and suddenly heard a knock on the door. Victor went to open it and was attacked by a big figure. Victor, how are you? How's your family? The voice had a strong accent and sounded somewhat familiar. I began talking in Bulgarian. I was able to put a name to the voice. Igor Kronov had a Durmstrang. I cuddled up under my blanket and looked outside through the window I just spotted. And look what we've got here, I heard Kronov say in English, and I turned around. Oh, he spotted me. He came over to me and knelt down in front of my bed. You must be Harry, right? The son of Sirius Black? The Alpha asked, and I nodded. Can I hug you? Can I? He asked, out of the blue. My eyes stared to Victor's, who just mouthed, He's a little crazy. Okay, I mumbled and was engulfed in strong arms. You know your uncle was one of my best friends when we were younger. No, I didn't know. I didn't know everything about my father having a sibling. I was luckily let go, and Kronov stood up. Well, young Harry, my office is always open to all my students, and if you have questions that Victor can't answer, feel free to visit me. I have to go. We will see each other at the feast. And then he left. I'm sorry, Harry. I should have warned you. We are rather touchy, and Kronov is no exception. Victor apologized, but I didn't care too much. Better than being aggressive. And there popped another question in my head. Why do I not have to learn Bulgarian? I hope I'm not being an inconvenience, forcing you to learn English. I looked on the ground and played with my fingers. Victor sat down next to me, rubbing my shoulder. In 6th and 7th year, we have all learned English, so that we can learn the language even better in Bulgaria. Wizards have been living far away from Muggles for centuries. This is why they can't adopt their skills. So many of us live in Bulgaria to study and bring back new skills and medicines, wizarding, making, and etc. And knowing English is really important because of that. And being bilingual has its benefits on your brain too, he explained. But for now, what do you think? Should I send my mate this necklace or a bracelet? He asked, holding up a delicate gold necklace and a matching bracelet. a little dragon charm attached to both. The bracelet, definitely. And do you think he will like it more if I enchanted the dragon and move a bit, or is that too distracting? Don't. We're all a little ticklish. You know, Harry, it makes it so much easier now that I can ask you. I think I just don't have the sense for good presents, and asking someone that knows a bit makes me a lot more confident. Wow, the tall, muscular baiter Victor Crumb was insecure about his presents for his mate. After I helped him decide on some other things, he asked, "Should I send chocolate?" Always. We went on like that for the next hours, and slowly the room around us started to fill. If the noises outside had any meaning, Victor helped me put on the festive school uniform. And I must say, it was fairly easy. I could have done it by myself if I had known how to. I didn't even know how to tie a tie. I felt how we were raised for the last time, and Victor pulled me up on deck. I was able to see the school for the first time. There was a castle of Dormstrong, a wizarding academy, and it looked so welcoming. I knew I wanted to explore this place right away. End of chapter 9.